Morning, Mike. Morning, Mike. Yep, I gotcha. We go to Tampa and we go coast to coast. Yep. Well, it's a little to the west. About 2 hours. Is that cool? Okay, cool, we're ready.
Daily Wall Street Journal report. Let's get right to the editor of the Wall Street Journal Radio Network, our buddy Mike Salvatorelli. Welcome. You're on the 50,000-watt front porch. Nice to have you with me this morning. Mike, how are you? Well, all right, good deal, and so do you. Now, in the Journal, headline, Beige Book, the Fed's report card on the economy. Let's talk.
Yeah, well, this survey is very important. It gives us an idea how things are rolling along in specific markets across the country. And Orlando is no different. And the good news is that we show in this report, which covers all of January, put up February, that we have continued growth in the Orlando area. So retailers, tourism, and manufacturing all reported gains. Job prospects started to appear, but slowly. Meanwhile, residential and commercial real estate remain weak, while credit conditions improved outside of real estate.
And are we seeing that more or less, even though it can be uneven place to place across the country right now? Does this qualify as a national positive trend economically?
Well, as far as the economy overall, it's still growing on a nationwide level as long as and at many of the districts around the country. So, yeah, this is kind of a trend we're seeing, but we're keeping an eye on those gasoline costs and crude oil prices.
Well, I want to get into that because it's very, very interesting. I mean, sky-high gas prices, as we have seen before, can absolutely slam the brakes on economic growth and economic recovery. But it's interesting, before we got into this chaos in the Middle East and the uncertainty in the oil markets driving prices up daily, it seems, there was a study taken indicating that folks are driving more, and that is another indicator that on balance there is a recovery in progress.
Yes, as a matter of fact, the recovering economy helped us, all of us recovered more last year than at any time in the last 3 years. Government data shows we recovered 3 trillion with a T miles in 2010, second straight year of increased driving. That's a reversal from 2008 when gasoline peaked above $4 a gallon and driving plunged after 2 decades of increases. A continued reliance and spiking gasoline prices due to rising crude oil costs linked to the Middle Eastern West could force more people to keep their cars parked.
There's no question about it, but as people begin to get back to work, of course, you got more cars on the road, getting them to and fro. Now, airlines, ticket prices starting to go up because fuel prices are going up, and the airlines, as the Journal is reporting, are coming up with new incentives to get folks in the air. Yeah, they like to reward the frequent flyers and keep them on board with their airline. Yeah.
Absolutely. If you get crazy because you can't redeem them for a flight, don't worry. They're good for a facelift or casino gaming chips. That's because anything from plastic surgery, big screen TVs to diamond necklaces can be purchased with miles, believe it or not, as airlines offer creative ways to cash them in. But you've got to be aware, carriers charge customers radically different prices depending on their status and credit card. For example, Delta Platinum Status Frequent Flyer Program won't get you as big a discount on goods as a co-branded Delta American Express card holder.
It's a minefield, you know, and these airlines are sneaky. You got to read the fine print, and the Wall Street Journal's got a great story on what the airlines are hawking. Catch it all online at WJ.com, and, of course, at your newsstand, the Wall Street Journal. There's no newspaper like it. And the editor of the Wall Street Journal Radio Network with us every morning here on BHL, same time with the Wall Street Journal Report, Mike Salvatorelli. Have a great day, my friend. We'll see you in the morning. Okay, good deal. So, ladies, believe it or not, a new report says as many gains as you have made in the workplace and in society in general, you're still not getting paid what the guys are getting paid for doing the same job Not even close. How do you feel about that? How do you explain it? And could you be part of the problem? Next on BHL, we're going to take a real good hard look at this. Let me give you the very latest on this. It's a White House. It's a White House report. Got it right over here in my never nicotine-stained fingers. And the White House report is out. First in-depth study of women in America since the Kennedy administration. Okay? And the report compiles data from a half a dozen U.S. government agencies on topics including women's educational attainment, employment, earnings, and experience with crime and abuse. Shows all kinds of things. It shows that women have surpassed men in general in academic achievement, that there are more women getting advanced degrees in this country than there are guys. And there have been a lot of tremendous changes in the situation for women in this society that are reflected in this report. But what I want to focus on with you this morning, and I want to get a debate going here on the show, is this finding. Listen to this. Men still get paid to do the same jobs at a far higher level than women get paid. Across educational levels. Doesn't matter whether you're talking about men versus women who don't have a high school degree, who do, have college, undergraduate, have masters or doctorates, okay? When you put it all together, women in this country still make an average of just 75% as much as their male counterparts to do exactly the same work. Now, if I'm a gal, first of all, I'd sound ridiculous, wouldn't I, with this voice? If I'm a gal, my hair's on fire when I hear that. 2011, equality, level playing field, it appears, in the workplace, in the classroom. Women are high achievers. The highest paid woman in television, the highest paid person is Oprah. Our 7-station broadcasting group is run by a woman, Linda Bird, who's a regional vice president for the biggest radio company in the world, and you see this all over the place. But when you put it together on balance, this White House report says that women today, for the same job, will make only 75 cents for every dollar a guy would make. How do you feel about that? How do you explain that? Is it justified? Is it outright discrimination? Or, ladies, are you part of the reason you don't make what the guys make for the same work? My take, your calls as we continue. 407-916-5400. Join me. Toll free, 1-866-916-5400. Maybe you're only worth 75 cents on the dollar. Maybe you deserve this pay gap. Maybe you're getting a raw deal. 407-916-5400. Tell me how you see it, and I'll tell you how I see it. 642, checking real-time traffic and weather together on the twos now. Hey, you want to save some serious money? on your homeowner's insurance? You can find out in minutes with Florida Insurance Specialists and their amazing new software technology that all runs through their amazing website, ChallengeMyRate.com. Thousands of my listeners have gone to ChallengeMyRate.com and saved a ton of money on their homeowners. Now it is your turn. Let me tell you this, just one example of many. An Integrity Insurance client was paying more than $2,100 a year for homeowners, got switched by Florida Insurance Specialists quickly to Florida Peninsula for less than $1,000, saved almost $1,150. In my world, that's some serious money. What can you save on your homeowners? Only you can find out. Do it now. I think you're going to be amazed. Go to ChallengeMyRate.com. Try it. ChallengeMyRate.com. For more, call Florida Insurance Specialists today at 407-805-0200.